Hey guys, good morning from beautiful sunny Mazatlan. We're going for a walk today. Got a story to tell you on the way. Just finding my key. Here we go. Adios, Lupita. Now today, I'm back to recording with my Samsung phone on my other gimbal. This gimbal doesn't hold the Panasonic camera. It's not strong enough, but it works. It's just that this phone is really hard to see in the sunlight and see what you're filming and see if it's on. And that's why I gave up on it in the first place and got the other gimbal. But I think it's kaput. I did a whole bunch of checking today and last night, and I may be able to update the firmware again. I'm not sure if that works right. We'll see, but I tried to use it today and it quit 3 times before I get out of the house, so I dug this one out. If only everything was so easy to explain. Don't know how I figured that Lupita was working at Papagayo Hotel. But she wasn't. And how I went in there yesterday and asked for her, and they said, no, she came in, she's got the day off, because she's got to work the party tomorrow night, meaning tonight. And there must have been some other Lupita they were talking about. I don't know. Gracias. Oh, I don't know what was going on there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Hello. You want to be in my film?
Amigo.
Yeah, you're a nice boy. A nice boy. Yeah.
Seems like a good system, that one.
This one, you know, I have another one that fits my Panasonic camera, and it just quit working. The motor in it is screwed up, and I got to figure out if I can download firmware to fix it or if it's just done. So this little one I had before, and it's only strong enough to hold a phone, but it works.
Yeah.
But the other cameras are really a much better camera.
It keeps it steady as well.
Yeah, so no matter what you do, it holds the phone.
Nice.
So it's nice when you're walking, you don't get that ding, 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 bounce, you know, and it's smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Rico. This is my neighbor. He and his 2 daughters here are from Finland.
Yeah.
And they're trying out Mexico. Oh, cool. Okay, guys. I'll see you later.
See you, man.
Adios.
Adios. Rico's the second Finn I've met in this neighborhood in the last 3 months. Not even 2 months, maybe. Yeah, so what happens with language barriers, like Lupita and I can communicate fairly well, but sometimes details get lost. And when I asked her if she was working at the hotel across from the HSBC Bank, or I said, you mean across from the HSBC Bank? Yeah. Well, it's across and down one block is where she's working. I was talking about the hotel. She was talking about the restaurant down the street. Oh my. So all this time I've been thinking she's working in there, in the hotel, and she's not. We're in my favorite little corner store here. This is Burditt La Reina. It's a nice little store and a very nice lady.
Dame media tortillas y una latita de los. Ya no se oye ruido. Ah, pues por eso entonces, mira. Está 50. Ándale. Entre 9 y 10. Ok. Nada más, Lorenita.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Días.
Mi video.
Wow, qué bien.
Muchos videos en YouTube. Todo Mazatlan.
Oh, qué bien.
Mi preferida tienda.
Ay, muchas gracias. Muy bien, muchas gracias. Very good.
Very good.
Nada más, Lorenita. 14, 19, 31, Fanny. Ahí te va, 20, 30 y igual. Gracias, Lorena. Gracias. Ya voy a cocinar ahora sí. Sí. Thank you.
¿Tienes cigarros Marvel?
Sí.
Sí.
Claro que sí.
Dos, por favor.
Sí.
70, ¿sí?
70, sí. Ajá,
Bien.
correcto. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Ok.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego, adiós.
Adiós.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. She's open every day, but she closes between 3 and 7 every afternoon. Give herself a little break. And she sells me these marble cigarettes. I don't know if you can see that, because I can't see on the phone. Get in the shade here. No, I still can't see. Marble cigarettes. The brand name out of Switzerland. 35 pesos a pack. $1.75 US. Whereas if I buy Marlboro, which you know better, it's 70 pesos a pack. 75 in some places. You get two for the price of one if I go to Lorena. Everybody says that's a really good restaurant for breakfast. I'm going to have to take Lupita there one morning. Hey, how's it going?
So, how are things?
Good. I'm using a different gimbal today.
Oh, yeah?
I bought this one originally because it works for my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You see how hard that phone is to see in the,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the light? It's terrible.
Let's get in the shade.
Yeah. This is my friend Alan. He just lives down around the corner here.
Yeah.
He's from northern BC.
No, actually, Alberta.
Alberta, that's right.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so the other gimbal, I was having problems with it yesterday. I think it's screwed. It's, I tried it again today and it's just not
The one
working.
that you had the camera mounted on. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the camera's so much nicer to use than this phone is. But I'm going to try do a little more research on firmware updates and that kind of stuff, see if maybe it's a problem. But I think one of the motors is screwed.
Yeah.
But not surprising.
Yeah, I'm just on my way down to Playa Norte to buy some fish.
Ah.
So, anyway, you know, you go down there and it doesn't matter what you buy, they're all really good.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. So,
Popular spot.
anyway, I got my drill. I don't know if I told you about my drill or not, but my drill is getting moved out to where it's been going to get stored for the winter. I bought a drill.
Oh yeah.
Ordered one. Ordered
Like a big
auger drill.
auger drill. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, yeah, anyway, it's a 2-foot diameter drill.
Holy smoke.
Auger, 2-foot diameter auger. And the drive motor on it is 60,000 foot-pounds.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alan mines for gold up in, well, your site is in northern BC.
Northern BC,
That's
yeah.
where I got the idea of
Yeah.
BC.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's got quite an operation up there. So he works up there all summer and comes to Mazatlan all winter.
yeah. Yeah, so anyway, so all in all, that's what's up today. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fish is on the menu tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Alan.
You might want to edit a bunch of that stuff out of there.
No, that's all right. That's all good. We'll see you later, Alan. So, one thing I noticed, this gimbal's lighter to carry, but it's missing a trigger that's on the other one, that if you're roaming around, say like this, looking up, and there's a trigger on the other one, you just touch it a couple times, and it brings it right back to dead center. This one doesn't have that feature. But it works. God, I've been trying since Lorena's store to get smoke put in a pocket here. There we go. Yeah, so I looked up how much a Moza Mini P is, and you can get them on Amazon USA for $199 US. And that's cheaper than what they want on Amazon Mexico. They want 7,600 pesos. Holy moly, guacamole. That's like $380. And then there's a big camera shop in New York City, B&H Camera, and I bought things from them before, not down here in Mexico, but I have when I was living in Canada, and they're a really good company. Man, they got everything. And B&H says the Moza Mini P is discontinued, but there are still some available. So, seeing as I have one, know how to work it, know that have some spare parts, I think that's what I'll get if this one is genuinely screwed, because I sure like using the camera better than I like using this phone. Oh yeah, so onward with my story about PETA. It's funny, my training as an air traffic controller, man, they beat it into us. And I know I beat it into guys I trained. This in air traffic control, the second something just doesn't seem to be making sense to you, find out why. Immediately. Like if you clear a guy from 35,000 feet to 37,000 feet, and he reads back, descending to 370. No, it's not a descent, it's a climb. Did somebody else read that back? What's going on? Is he using the wrong call sign? Is it something is wrong? And you find out immediately what's wrong. So my nature when I first met Lupita was to be that way, and be stuck on detail, and I guess I'm like that anyway, but I learned over the years a lot of stuff's just not that important. And so now, unless I think it's really important, I don't worry about it. And I like just let a lot of details run by. Like, Lupita will say she's going to her sister's. I don't get bogged down in a whole bunch of details. Oh yeah, what are you doing there? Where? Who's coming? And what's your plan today? And all that stuff. Because in the end, it doesn't make a big difference to me what they do when they get there. So I just let that go. And but sometimes things happen. I'm quite surprised by them. Because nobody told me, or I didn't ask, or my neighbors are mine. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Adiós, amigos.
That's a funny thing about Mexico. Everybody loves a camera. They just love getting their picture taken. Adios, by the way. I never knew this till I moved to Mexico. Can mean both hello and goodbye. I guess there's still not a lot of people doing what I'm doing, walking around with a gimbal and apparently talking to myself. So it's a novelty. People see you coming. Yeah. Yeah, so I laughed today. I'm getting ready to go out. Peter's getting ready. She's going to work from 10 to 1 today. Then she gets 4 hours off. And then she goes back for the party. Well, it turns out she's not even working the party. I could have sworn she told me she and the newer staff were working the party. Maybe I friggin' dreamt it. I don't know. Anyway, no, she's going to the party. So she says, I want you to come with me so you can see where I work. I said, well, I know where the restaurant is now. I just had it in my head you were at the hotel. When I asked if you were across from the HSBC, that's what I meant, was the hotel. Oh, no. I couldn't help but think last night, geez, it's a really good thing it wasn't important yesterday. Like, God forbid one of the girls was hit by a car or somehow injured, and I was looking for her. Phone shut off and you don't know where she works. Yikes. Tell you, we've gone by it now, but that big red apartment building, you just see it sticking up over the rock up there, just the top of it. That's where Alan that was going to get the fish lives, in that building. So one thing about using this phone versus the camera has really good wind noise suppression. This phone does not. And what I have to do is put a piece of foam, spongy foam, over the microphone and hold it on there with an elastic band. But that seems to work. And I had all those little bits and pieces tucked away in my camera bag, so good to go. Funny, this was all closed to parking for months and months and months, all blocked off. New mayor comes in, opens up 10 streets in Centro to parking that had been blocked off to parking, opens up this. So he's even talking about taking the bike lanes out up from Flying Northway and putting all that parking back in. I don't know. But these businesses must love it. Like, there was nowhere to park here. Look up, way up. The size of that house up there. Hey guys.
After running into you again.
Imagine that, eh?
That's something else.
I got my
Thing fixed?
no, I'm filming on my telephone today,
Oh, yeah.
and this is a different gimbal. I had this one first,
Uh-huh.
but the camera's quite heavy. It weighs about a
Oh,
pound.
it's too heavy for that.
It's too heavy for this little gimbal.
Oh, there you
But
go.
I fooled around with the gimbal last night and again this morning, and I can't figure out what's wrong with it. And before I could get out of the house, it quit on me 3 times.
So you need the tech guy.
Yeah, and I downloaded firmware. Maybe I did that wrong. I don't know. Maybe that caused the problem.
Huh.
So we'll do some more investigation tonight, but at least for now, this works.
There you go.
But this is so hard to see the screen.
Yeah, it's so dark.
I can't even tell what I'm filming.
Yeah, that's like my camera I brought.
Well,
Shit.
it'll be a surprise video.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. If you knew to me.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't see anything on
No.
it. Yeah, I got the same problem with the camera I brought. In the high sun like this, you can't see on the screen.
It's really hard, and it's so bright here all the time.
Our other camera it does everything, but it's heavier, it's bigger, and I just didn't feel like dragging that around.
Yeah, I just sold a big Nikon because that I wasn't using it.
Yeah,
I was just sitting home all the
big
time.
Nikon one there, and it takes wonderful pictures, but it's so heavy, and you gotta drag that around all day, right?
Real effort. Well, this is easy, but this gets a lot of wind noise, so there's my fix. A little piece of foam.
Muffle it off there, yeah. Well, we're walking down to the casino there. The old man's at the casino, so gotta go dump him some money again. Already, so we're gonna go walk down there and see how he's making out.
Yeah.
Give him some more money.
Give him some more money and go away again.
Maybe he won a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know. He's still trying to figure out those Mexican machines. Right? Took him a while. He thought he won big. It's like, Dad, it's 1,800 pesos. That's not that much.
That's not that much, yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you around.
Okay, see you later. That's Sandra and John who are down here. We met them, if you were watching the other day, when Billy and Trish was on the Mazatlan. Very nice people. And they've been viewers of my channel for a long, long time, apparently. I just met them a few days ago. Yeah, and this is one other thing. I don't have the zoom capability on this phone that I had on the camera. There's a guy out there diving for oysters. They're doing some restoration work on the, whatever you want to call it, big castle type thing. There was a restaurant for barbecue ribs in there for a while. A lot of people said it was good, but it didn't last. Bunch of school kids in their uniform at the beach. Hey, hola amigo. Very good, very good. Yeah, nice to see you. This is a guy they call Riki Tiki. And he and his wife make empanadas. Oh my God, they grilled cheese and blackberry and...
That's good, buddy.
How you doing?
Oh, well, that's a good thing to do in the morning.
It keeps it nice, keeps my camera nice and steady. See?
one time, a long time ago, I heard you talking about with some lady about going to the stores and go with the like that.
Yeah.
And then I not to get one day I saw you with her doing that. And you were pretty good, fast, and boom, boom.
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah.
And I had another one for a better camera,
Uh-huh.
but yesterday it just stopped working.
Oh, I see.
So I dug this one out and using this today. But it's so hard to see my camera. It's just my phone. Yeah.
Because of the sound.
Yeah, it's just so bright. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, para today, I got ham and cheese with the jalapeno, raspberry with cheese, and mango with cheese.
I'm telling you guys, when you're down here, see Ricky Tiki for one of these.
Okay, here we
They
go.
are-
Hi,
they
I'm
are-
Hector. I'm telling, I got a video with Kiki with Casimiro subido en mi cuenta de el grupo Los Cheles. We have empanadas, my wife and I would make them. And they're here with, the ones I got right now is ham and cheese with the jalapeno, raspberry with the cheese. Also, we have the mango with the apricot with cheese. And the raspberry and blackberry.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Those blackberries, they're my
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah, they're 50 pesos each.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Okay, amigo.
Take care.
They are such good empanadas, and sometimes they'll hand them to you. They carries them around in a little thermos pack or whatever you want to call it, cooler box, and they're still warm out of the oven. I would have bought one, but I didn't bring any money with me. I made up 50 cents in my pocket. That's about it. There's Rico's Coffee. That's where I had that killer coffee yesterday. Holy moly, that stuff was strong. Should be cruise ship day today, Wednesday. Man, there was a lot of people in Central yesterday. I heard there was 2 cruise ships in, that's why. We unload 8,000 people in our little downtown here. It makes a big difference. Morning. I didn't bring my little pad for the concrete today, but that's alright. Have to tough it out. My coffee break. And then watch some more. Well, I'm sitting here having my coffee in my favorite spot. Oh, it's so good. And a viewer comes over and introduces himself. Dave from Cranbrook. Nice guy. He and his wife are down here. They're staying in the Freeman Hotel because they watched my videos, and I said, I recommended it. I said it'd be a good place to stay. And he says it is a nice hotel. He said, it's a little noisy at night, but it's Mexico. And he said, we like it. And they're looking all around Mazatlan with an idea of selling out their place in Cranbrook and moving to Mexico. It's happening. Lots of people are doing it. And he said, I wanted to give you a tip because we really enjoy your videos. We'll give you 200 pesos. God, I kind of like that when people you don't even know walk up to you and hand you 10 bucks. Sweet. I'm just lamenting not having any money. And it's all good. Thank you guys. I'll finish my coffee. We'll continue on the walk. Well guys, coffee break's over. Saw my neighbor Chewy with his dog. The guy that walks the dog in the stroller. Talked to him for a few minutes. Never thought to film either Chewy or Dave. And thanks Dave for your... Thank you. That's very nice. Wasn't expecting that. Morning guys.
How are you?
Good, good.
Making a document Mazatlan?
Yeah, I do a lot of videos on Mazatlan, just walking around and what it's like to live here, you know?
Isn't this a privilege?
Oh, it sure is. I just consider myself so lucky. I used to live in eastern Canada and you got to deal with real winter and lots of snow and...
Well, I know what that is. I lived in high 4,500 feet in Northern California for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
When I left there because I had an ACL tear, I had to stop my business and leave, but it was 22 foot of snow, so I know what that is.
Yeah. I was from right around Moncton, New Brunswick, which is in between Maine and Nova Scotia, and the big winter storms come up the eastern seaboard and they funnel into the Bay of Fundy, and then they dump all the snow on Moncton. It's just... I remember one weekend we got 9 feet of snow.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a house with a double wide parking lot. You could probably fit 6 cars in. And then I owned a little apartment building with room for 10 cars. And you're trying to do that with a snowblower? I had to buy a friggin' flat.
I remember that. When I moved into where I live in Northern California, they said they went into the houses in the second store windows because the snow was so high, they couldn't get in the lower.
You go rescue your neighbors in the 1-stories, yeah.
Yeah. So where do you live here?
I just live on the other side of Icebox Hill here.
Okay.
On Calle Morelos.
This friend of mine, he's right off the Crucero.
Oh yeah.
Up on the hill.
I live about 2/3 of the way up. I
I
guess.
want you to show me where your site is. I was looking the other day.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I'm going to sign up to it. So.
Sure. Let me just put this down for 1 second.
You need me to hold it or?
No, it should stand there.
What's your name?
Dwight.
White?
Dwight.
Dwight. My name is Dennis on the other side, but here they make me Danielle El Travieso. Dennis the Menace.
That's very true. It's hard for Spanish speakers to say Dwight because they look at that W-I-T-H-E and they're like, what's that? And so I had a Spanish speaker that said, you need a new name, my friend.
Yeah.
And she called me Dewey. They all
You're
call me
Dewey now.
You're Dewey.
But,
Okay, there's
you're on YouTube now, are we? Or?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Looking for you.
Well,
That's what happened. I was looking for doing dogs.
you probably find that too. Yeah, my last name is Burditt. But
Okay, I can get it from there.
with the bell, it'll send you notice when someone.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Perfect.
Some of them are.
It says I'm subscribed.
Some of them are just walking around town, sometimes talking about the history of various street names.
Can you do that for me?
Sure. And some of them are. Like yesterday.
Hey, I like this first one. Sorry, I like this first one. He says, move to Mexico and get a Mexican girlfriend.
Yeah, and I've done that.
Well, you know,
We brought ours with us.
you know, it just boggles the mind of the Mexican man. I've had one woman, one wife, one girlfriend, one lover, one, for over 60 some years.
There it is. Oh, it says you need to sign into your Google account in order to subscribe.
Boy, now we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Dennis, I can send this.
But even on your own time, you can do that, and
I'll send it to
at least you'll be able to find my channel. And yeah, my girlfriend just started a new job, and she's a chef supposedly, dessert chef. She's working at the Totem restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Which
that's very-
restaurant?
Totem, that's very popular.
Where's that?
It's about a block from the HSBC down
Yeah.
on California. It has a nice rooftop patio.
Yeah, it's got a
It's on
rooftop.
the corner.
My son and daughter-in-law,
Maybe it'll free it.
they come
Now,
from...
I'm thinking HSBC is down here. McDonald's on the Golden Zone.
No, it's right here on California.
Dennis, this road, when you take this road and if you're straight, then you got to turn right. That's Angel
of
Flores.
With all the very colorful houses.
Yeah.
Well, just past that, you come to the HSBC,
Okay.
and then one more block is Totem Restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not familiar with it. I've been in the park before they made that big high-rise parking lot.
Yes, yeah.
You know where the parking lot now?
Yeah.
That used to be a big lot.
So it's one block back of that. Back
Okay,
towards,
before I get there.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that because I'm looking for restaurants. I'm looking for things down here.
I guess I understand from her they do a very good breakfast crowd.
Okay.
And they do fancy coffees. They do all kinds of
Yeah, I lived 6 years in Contra Villa on the north side. So everything I'm used to at the Gold Zone and Sam's Club and all that area. Now we live right next door to the office in immigration.
Oh, yeah.
Dot.
Yeah.
On Gimbal. Fly across Gimbal. So I'm looking for restaurants, businesses, different things down here. So I don't have to drive all the way north.
Oh, yeah. Traffic too.
Yeah. So maybe your website will help me
You may very well.
familiarize me with things here.
Some of the, what I find is a lot of the people, they come here on a holiday, they go back home, they're thinking about Mazatlan, and they're sitting in, say, Montreal, snowing, it's cold, and they get to go for a 35-minute walk around town and see what's up, you know, and then really enjoy it. So,
Yeah, so I just looked it up. So it's very close to it again. Well, thank you.
okay,
Right?
guys, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Dewey, you have a great day.
You gave me content for my daily video. Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
See you later. So those gentlemen are Jehovah's Witnesses. There's their little display they set up. I had a really good friend down here, Rick, from Seattle. Oh, he's an awful nice man, and he used to like to watch football with me in Puerto Viejo. And he was a Jehovah's Witness. And he was funny. He'd get so excited in the football game that he couldn't watch. He'd run out on the sidewalk. And there was a big play coming. And then he'd hear us all yelling and cheering, and he'd run back in, what happened, what happened? But sadly, Rick passed away a couple years ago. And I still miss him. That's great. Get 2 new subscribers. Hey, Jim. Oh, I'm just wandering, making my video.
Good. Bienvenidos.
Yeah. I won't stay. I'm gonna get this done and go home. And I have another camera I use most of the time, and it has a bigger gimbal than this. And the gimbal went south on me yesterday. Started acting all really strange and funny. I can't figure it out. I tried to figure it out, but I want to look at it this afternoon again. May need a new one.
Yeah.
You know, the salt air here, just anything electronic, it's just...
Beats it up.
And I use it almost every day, so I really do need one, you know?
Yeah, well, at least you have a backup.
Yeah, and so this works, but it's terrible hard to see the screen. And that's why I went to a camera. It was a lot brighter screen and a lot better. But, this works. Gets me going.
Okay, buddy.
See you later, Jim.
Take care.
Nice seeing you.
All right. Enjoy.
So, that's my buddy Jim, and he and Craig, the sausage guy, split the rental on a house. They're both from the same hometown up in Oregon. Both really nice guys. One thing I heard through another YouTube channel is that YouTube doesn't like cigarette smoking, and your videos with cigarette smoking would get knocked down. So I was going to have a smoke when I was talking to those guys on the seawall, and then I thought better of it, and then I went over and Jim was having a cigarette, so I said, well, I won't stick around, I'll just go. Man, it's a nice day today. It's warm. It's almost like a summer day. Not hot, but it's nice. Group off the cruise ship.
Watch your step, please, all the time.
Good morning.
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días. I wonder if he works for the cruise ship or if that's a Mazatlan business. I think I could give those tours. Oh, there's that restaurant. It's always playing music. I'm gonna avoid that today. Go down this way, around the corner. Oh, Bella Serio is the restaurant. Let's go down this block. Yeah, I was in Machado Plaza here yesterday, and I was thinking, I could never go on a cruise. It's just, I know we all like different things, but boy, that does not appeal to me. Just in a big crowd all the time, everywhere you go. It's, I'm sure you long-term viewers have noticed, I really prefer to be out and about by myself, to go where I want to go. Hello.
I see all the school kids here.
And they were friendly. The whole bunch of them came over and introduced themselves.
Oh, did they?
Oh, they were all giggling and having a wonderful
I saw a bunch of them on the beach up by the La Siesta. Looked like a school tour. I don't know.
Yeah, or an outing of some sort.
Hey, guys. Okay. My Australian friends.
Yesterday, was there a movie going on that I saw everything was blocked off? And there was the army was here.
There was some bigwig in town. I don't know who it was. But they had a bunch of bulletproof SUVs here. They had some real serious looking types of police.
Yes.
This investigativo, so the investigative branch. They must be detectives or something. The police department that was here. It wasn't the Federales and it wasn't Sinaloa.
Wasn't the Marines?
No, it wasn't the Marinas either. So.
No, they looked really green and they looked like they meant business.
Absolutely, these guys were loaded for bear.
Missing something here.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
but then they had about 8 of those big Suburbans, you know, and a van as well, and accompanied by a couple of police trucks, and then 4 motorcycles, and so that's why everything was shut down.
So does that camera have some kind of an extra lens on it, or is it just the original iPhone? Or
No, this is just the original Samsung camera.
I see, self-leveling.
And it selects which lens is appropriate for whatever it's seeing. So you can be close up or doing a landscape shot or whatever. And then this
Yeah, look at it.
this gimbal,
Gimbal, yeah.
this gimbal is a separate piece. The phone just sits in, and no matter what you do,
Yeah, isn't that cool?
the phone stays level.
But now wait a second. Yeah.
Those are skeletons with
So, but you say it selects the lens?
Yeah, automatically.
There's a big
How many lenses has it got to pick from?
It's got 3 there.
Oh, I see. Right there.
Yeah.
So
And
what kind of a phone is that?
it's a Samsung.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called an S20 maybe. I can't remember. I've had it for a couple of years.
Huh.
And it's a good phone. It wasn't super expensive or anything. I think it was in the neighborhood of 5,000 pesos.
And so why, what are the benefits of you having that gimbal gadget?
Well, I do a lot of videos and put them on YouTube of Mazatlan just walking all over town. And when you walk, if you're holding a phone or holding a camera, you get that bounce. Whereas if you're walking with this, it's just like it's on rails. So you get nice smooth pictures. And I have a really nice Panasonic camera in my bag and a much bigger gimbal for it. And that gimbal broke yesterday. One of the motors seemed to go haywire in it. So I did a little research last night to see if there was firmware I could update it with, but I couldn't find a fix. I'll look at it again today.
So does it compensate for tremors as well?
Yep. It'll stay dead smooth, like pretty much.
Oh, it does too. Look at that.
You know? So if you want to zoom, say you're watching a hockey game or a soccer game, right? You can,
And it's slowly,
and you can actually put a setting in here
yeah, in terms of how
so
fast
it'll
it
turn
pans.
faster for sports mode.
Yeah,
or,
exactly. Well, isn't that cool?
So this little gimbal, this wasn't expensive. This was around, I think, around $100 US.
Yeah.
And the bigger gimbal was $200 US. So, but the other phone, or the other camera, is much heavier than a phone. That's why you need a more powerful gimbal. So, and I used to film exclusively with this. That's why I ended up with 2 of them.
Yeah.
But I didn't like this in the sun. It's so hard to see if the camera is on. And I did a great big story one day, a history of part of Mazatlan and the name of a street. And I got home and I had 8 segments. 1 segment was missing. The camera didn't go on. So I had to edit in a voiceover, and I thought, oh, there's got to be a better way. That's just such a waste of a day out, you know? And that's when I got the camera, and it has a much brighter screen, and it's a great little camera.
So now to turn it on, is there on that grip, or do you have to reach up to the phone?
They'll actually talk to each other by Wi-Fi, and you can start the phone from here.
Okay.
I never bother. I always just touch the phone.
Right.
But you see, the only indication you have that the camera is on is that little red square with the time in it.
Okay, yeah.
And it's ticking down. In the bright sun, you can't even see it.
No, you wouldn't.
So,
And your name?
Dwight.
Dwight? Francine.
Nice to meet you. John. Nice to meet you. And what? Sean. Where are you guys from?
Vancouver Island.
Vancouver Island.
And you?
Well, I used to live in Vancouver for 12 years.
Okay.
But originally, I'm a maritimer. I'm from New Brunswick.
Oh, well.
And when I finished work in Vancouver, moved back to the East Coast for about 10 years, and then eventually down here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's a good time not to be in the Maritimes, or a good time not to be on Vancouver Island.
I don't miss the snow.
Not at all.
People say, don't you miss the seasons? No.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all. You can have my share of it.
Yeah.
And it's been cold on Vancouver Island in our neck of the woods, colder than usual. We've had, for this time of year, we've had it down to -10.
Oh, that's pretty chilly, all right.
For us, because we're right on the ocean.
Yeah.
So that's cold.
That's really cold and damp.
That's really cold for there. So, but last year, you were here last year?
Yep.
Yeah. So last year, towards the end of December, it cooled off noticeably.
Yeah.
And January, February were cold.
Yeah.
For here. And the whole thing it was in sync with what was going on, I guess, with the jet stream and certainly
There's a
Western
big
Canada.
polar, whatever they call it, vortex sliding down.
Yeah. And this year is supposed to be the 3rd year in a row, which is a bit unusual, but I was expecting it. It cooled here, remember, a couple of weeks ago, but now it's warmer.
Yeah, that north wind there for about 3 weeks straight.
No, it was.
Yeah.
But the Mexicans say it's cool.
They think it's cool.
Well, it
Yeah.
is today. And you must feel it too.
Oh yeah, I get cold really fast because I've been here for almost 10 years. And I'm used to the heat.
Yeah.
You stay over the whole year?
Yeah.
Oh, you do, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My girlfriend's Mexican, and like I always laugh. She never even puts shorts on until I gets to be about 40. You know,
yeah.
she's never too hot.
I know.
But as soon as it gets down around 20, she's freezing.
Yeah. Yeah, our neighbors are like that. They're already complaining about the cold. We're thinking, that's all wrong. This is perfect. It's balmy.
It's beautiful.
No, it is. This is just about as good.
It's a perfect day today. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would think you could probably talk to that phone and tell it to be on or off.
Yeah, I wish you could. This one's not that high tech.
No.
Your screen's dirty, Joey.
Yeah, I do. This was kind of a last minute fix. I thought I was going to be able to fix the other gimbal. And I went to leave the house, and it went south 3 times before I could even get out of the house. And I said, "Oh, that's not going to work." So
You could be wearing it on your hat, and it would probably still do all the gimbal.
I've seen guys do that with a GoPro, like on a chest mount.
Yeah.
And I'm quite interested in photography. And there's these guys that do street photography, like in London, New York, whatever. And Mazatlan's a great place for that. I do some of that here myself. But what they do, they're pros, and they're teaching people how to set your camera, what to do, what to look for, all this kind of thing. So they have a GoPro here, they have a big Nikon or a Canon or whatever in hand, and they're filming themselves setting the camera and taking the picture, and then they show you the picture they got. And I thought, that's really cool. Well, it's really neat, all the stuff. And I was just looking at stuff on camera related on Amazon, and up comes smart glasses. Glasses. I never knew there was such a thing. They look like Ray-Ban Wayfarers, and they got little cameras right here, and they have speakers back in the here, so you can listen to your music while you're walking down the street.
And then you get hit by a bus.
Yeah, exactly. You can film it too.
Oh, listen to the music.
You can do. They only do 30-second video clips. But that's all right. If you're walking up to meet somebody or whatever, you can put a bunch of clips together.
Well, Elon Musk is going to fix that with his Neuralink. So
Well-
you'll just be able to stick it into the back of your head. He
Yeah.
was making an announcement on that yesterday or today about how far along they've gotten.
What a neat guy. I really
Yeah, really. They,
I want to see what I'm interested to know how Twitter talks.
Yeah.
Once he's finished tweaking.
I'm amazed at how many different things he's into. Where does he find the time? You know?
Yeah.
I think there's 2 or 3 really.
Yeah. Well, he appeared on that Joe Rogan podcast, and Joe said, "Do you think the aliens are among us?" And he said, "They may be." Well, guys, enjoy your day. I'm going to go say hello to my buddies here, and I think that's it for this video. I got lots of content. Actually, I ran into everybody today. It's like, yeah, and people that come from small towns or come from up north, that's what they really like about Mazatlan. You walk around, you meet people, you talk to people. They're not all locked in their cars somewhere going, you know.
So how do we find your videos on?
My name is Dwight Burditt, but Burditt's so hard to remember.
What's the last name?
Burditt, Burditt. Burditt. But go on YouTube and just type in Dwight Mazatlan, and you'll see me pop up. And then I'm always looking for new subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Well, look at my fix for my gimbal.
Wow.
The other gimbal. I bought this one first to work with a phone, but I didn't like using the phone. It's so hard to see. And that's when I bought the camera, but you needed a stronger gimbal. And that's the one that went south yesterday.
So you didn't resolve the issue with the other one?
No, I tried to fix flipping it 180. That didn't do it. I tried uploading firmware again today. I tried recalibrating it, and nothing seemed to work. So I think I need a new one. And then I looked at Amazon Mexico. These are the ones that were around $100. That one's $200 US. But then I noticed there's a big camera supply shop in New York City, B&H Camera, and they say they're discontinued. So if I'm going to get one, I better get one soon.
Yeah.
But I looked here on Amazon Mexico. Yeah, they were almost $350. So I'll get one in the States and have it sent down.
Well, we're glad we bumped into you because despite watching your video this morning, there's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Do we have to send you back to Spanish classes, do we?
Answer me this one. How was I able to go into the hotel, ask for Lupita, and they said, no, she came into work, but they sent her home because she's working the party tonight. There must be some other Lupita and some other party. And I knew what he was saying, like I understood him. And he wasn't making it out. I'm like, well, how did that happen? Yeah, and no wonder I was so bloody confused all day. And she'd just gone to work as normal, had no idea anything was going on or that I was looking for her. But then finally somebody said, I saw your husband over by the hotel, maybe he was looking for you. She said, oh. She looked at her phone and checked, and 2 phone calls and a few texts. And so it occurred to me, after you guys left, I said I should just walk over and give her the 500 pesos. Then she could go after work and do her thing. And that never worked out. Oh well.
So where does she work?
She works at the Totem restaurant, which is 1 block away. And the confusion started when I couldn't remember the name of the hotel, which is Papagayo. And I said, oh, so you're right across the street from HSBC. Yeah, she said. Well, she's not. She's 1 block down and across the street. And I was talking about the hotel. She was talking about the restaurant. And when she said, she pointed a totem on her uniform, didn't mean anything to me because I didn't know the name of the restaurant either. Right.
Solved now.
Yeah, mystery solved. I said in this video, I said, geez, I'm glad it wasn't because, God forbid, Lively had been hit by a car or something. And I was looking for her. The police would say, you don't even know where your girlfriend works? What's wrong with you? Dude. Anyway, well, I'm going to end this video here with Billy and Trish. We're now walking through the park and getting recognized for my videos, which I think is hilarious. And, oh my, it's great. We're in a winter wonderland here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Talk to you soon.